Hi, welcome back to the channel, TrainStation 2. Alright, this is a second competition progress update. Finally, I wrestled back my first place, but I guess I'll lose it after I'm awake. Alright, so really having a tough competitor in the group that I'm in right now. Many a times he's leading. Finally, after probably taking a break, I managed to wrestle back to the first place by a very lean buffer. But I think that's part and parcel of competition. Sometimes you're in luck, sometimes you may not be so lucky and face with a very tough competitor. I'm not too sure whether he's spending gems to so-called progress, but if he is, then I'm sure to lose. I'm hoping he's not. Probably he's just being hardworking. So this is the start of the second competition, and with the good hit start of some EP, we'll manage to clinch on to the first at first. So along the way, I think people contributed their own EP into the ranking, and eventually I think that's really one tough competitor I'm going to show you later on. So what's going to happen right now is the Christmas factory is still tiny with just 3 slots. So after losing and so-called the competition, I decided to spend 80 gems to increase the capacity of the Christmas factory by another slot, and then that allows me to wrestle back to the first place. And I'm thinking that because this is an extremely long event, which is quite unusual, spending that 80 gems seems more worthwhile than any other event itself. So that's why I intend to just go ahead with it, because many a times I realize that event items takes quite fast to make, but the fact is that with the limited so-called factory space, you got to be constantly quite on the game. But I think some of it may not take like 5-10 minutes. It may take more. Then I think having that additional slots still helps a lot. And I'm so happy in the way that the warehouse upgrade was possible, because I managed to reach another milestone of 6450 in terms of population. So with that, managed to get another additional 100 warehouse spacing, and that really helps a lot. So this is really something very happy with. You can see initially it was very close behind as a second, so I suspect he may not be pay to win, so that's very fair. At least probably both of us are the normal free-to-play players. So always remember to continue to do your ship trade, your sea trade actually. That would actually helps to upgrade the buildings. So sleigh, center sleigh is some of the required items, and I think chairs likewise is some of the items required. So while at the later part of this video, you'll see me having one extra train. There's no delivery to be made with that extra train. I'll rather use that train to act as my errand train, basically running all the errands in small numbers. That allows me to continuously build up the factory output tray and input tray, as well as to, more importantly, collect a lot of those Christmas raw materials like the fabric and the envelope, and then it allows me to build out my inventory of the Christmas event items. So I'm really hoping that with the build up of the inventory, that will allows me eventually to beat the very tough competitor in my group. So I'm trying to do that right now, to beef up the inventory of all these Christmas items. And chairs as well, I realize in huge quantities they are asking. So you can see there I'm fallen to the second, and really I'm lagging behind by 100 over points. That worried me a bit, but unfortunately I continuously been working hard on this game, and with the completion of 3 deliveries, I managed to even out so-called, I would say, almost break even, just win by a tiny buffer. So I guess after a good night sleep, Next day, definitely I'll be losing again, and probably like 100 to 200 buffer of that the second place person may create once he reached the first and overtake me. So that's part and parcel. I mean, end of the day, I may end up with second, so be it. That means that I'll be having 350 plus 250. That would adds up to about 600, and then it means that I must get another one more additional competition to get the 1000 event coins to change the nice little legendary train. Alright, you can see there 100 over EP points, way advanced. So I need to complete 3 of them, and with that, now I'm going to focus. Luckily, I got this copper on hand, and that is very important because the EP you can see there is 102. So that's really important that I got to complete that delivery, so as to basically have at least 100 EP points buffer. So some of the jobs really give a very high EP, and I think it's because the items is not something you can grab immediately. Had you not prepared in the factory, you will need time to get all those coppers ready. But I'm very fortunate in a way. I have prepared for all this by building up my copper inventory. So that's something that you're going to work on, and I suspect the next one could be an event item. So really got to build on your event items. Let's see the hard box there. So that is something that I've been preparing for. So emphasize again, do prepare your factories, your 6 common factories, and of course the Christmas items. You got to prepare a lot of it because you got 3 customers. Definitely there'll be one that actually asks for Christmas items. If not, sometimes there'll be 3. Alright, we got a 2-star container, and I managed to get a rare train, something that I already have, so nothing much to really emphasize about. Alright, so here we are having a very tiny of 8 EP buffer, so that's quite pathetic. We're gonna really complete that copper delivery so we can have an additional 102. That gives us 110 EP buffer. That'll be a slightly more comfortable buffer to build. Of course, now you can see me desperately having to build up the inventory of the Christmas items, and eventually I think I'm going to work on those copper build up as well, because with this delivery of copper, definitely I've depleted all my copper reserves. You can see the Christmas raw materials has also been used up to those fabrics, and steel is always in demand. You need to do your sleigh. Alright, so probably going to grab a bit of the fabric after have achieved the additional steel that just going to come in shortly, and then that will allows me to build up my sleigh. I need 441, currently at 232. For the other 2 items I already have prepared. Alright, I hope this video allows you to be more prepared, and good luck for your competition. See you again, goodbye.